equal opportunities to exist. The civil rights movement was not nonviolent. We were nonviolent. They were very violent. We have to understand the distinction in the term. So that's why I'm saying we got to make room for young brothers like that, because I think he's going to be the leaders of the future, but he has to get through this phase that he's in. And that'll help tone down some of the brothers who are way more out there than me. So takes all types.
Look, I take mental breaks. That's why we're not going to have a show Sunday. I want to relax and, recharge my battery. But hear what I'm saying, though. I do that because, and we got a bunch of people watching now, like the most we've ever had so far. So hear what I'm saying. I'm not doing it because I'm tired of the issues that we have. And if you stick with us long enough, you'll know that about me, about Theas, about our other co-hosts of Anna and Tracy. We don't take breaks because we're tired of what America is doing, and I'm tired of hearing about, and I'm tired of what they're doing to us, and I'm blah, 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 and everything else. Yeah, but I've been tired for 20 years. I know this is a marathon. I know this is a fight that we have to keep fighting. So in order for us to keep fighting, you can't burn yourself out. You can't go 24 hours, 7 days a week at 100 miles per hour. Not because you're not good at it, because we need you in it for an extended period of time. I got a video up of the Arkansas 6. The students that went to the all-white school the black students that went to the all-white school for the first time.
I mean, you got the ones in Arkansas, you got the Alabama ones. I mean, you name it.
Or the Little Rock.
I've never gotten into those little pieces.
The Little Rock.
The Little Rock, yeah.
Yeah, the Little Rock. And hear what I'm telling you. Do you understand how bad it has to be where you have to take little kids and put them in a classroom and explain to them what they're going to experience and how they need to react to it?
Well, because in my opinion, we did the fight wrong.
We did the fight wrong then?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So check this out. And I'm not criticizing those who came before me. Okay? There's a difference of opinion. Because there were many who were doing what I'm about to say. See, part of our struggle here in America is that as Black people, we have been with white people so long that we truly just want them to accept our humanity. That's it. Right? We just see me as an equal to you. Well, and it's showing your black ass they're not going to do that. On whole. Now, this is not for all the individuals. So let me go ahead and do the disclosure because, we got new people here. Everything I'm saying ain't about all the white people, and it's not about all the Black people. None of us are monoliths, okay? What I'm saying is the mass behavior, the culture that's driving is a particular, manifests in a particular way. So once we can get to the point where those who reject us no longer hurts our feelings to be rejected because we've already rejected them. See, the problem here is we've never rejected them. We've never looked at them and said, you know what? I refuse to envy a thief. And I refuse to envy a robber, a liar. I'm sorry. See what I'm saying? So we envy what they have. We envy the trappings of being an American. We envy the freedom and the audacity and the swagger that they just kind of wander through life with. We may not verbally say it, but damn it, we do because our behaviors show it. And if you go back and you listen to what Malcolm was saying, if you go back and you study Marcus Garvey. You go back and even check out Booker T. Washington and really look at what he was trying to do. You'll find that these are men who rejected whiteness. They didn't reject white people, they rejected whiteness. You are not normative. You are actually behaving in a devilish way. So there's no way that I will ever seek to be like you. I will seek to be a better me. And if we can get to that, then you will find much of the respect that has been absent will start to manifest because you present something that's uncomfortable. You present something that they're not familiar with. You present someone that will look them in the eye. You will see someone who will reject the fact that they're even standing there like they do to you. But so long as we're always talking about Black Lives Matter too. You know how you prove Black Lives Matter too? You even the exchange rate. Black life comes way too cheap, folks. Something happens to one of them, they're going to go find any and every goddamn body. Something to handle one of us, they ain't even coming to look for your body. Exchange rate. Got to even it up a little bit. The thing with the Little Rock Nine that you're talking about, or even with the integration of the University of Alabama or any of the other universities, right? These were heroes. These were brave people. But look at it. We put that weight on our children, folks. That weight was put on children because we knew if our grown ass showed up, they'd kill us. And they damn near killed your children too. They did, in fact, in Alabama, where they blew them up in a church. All right. They killed Tamir Rice, 12-year-old baby boy. What? That ain't ancient history. Okay? So reject those who reject you. Double down on what we do have. I wish I could go back, man. I would have gone to HBCU. I wish I had. No disrespect to the school I went to. Had a great time. Wonderful experience. But invest in ourselves. I'm raising my daughter to go to HBCUs. Right?
Well, my daughter went to one. My niece is looking to go to one. So,
right? So if we don't value the things that we have, this is where that brother was kind of hidden. If we don't value what we have, how dare we get mad at somebody else for not valuing it? And this is something that Black folks hate when I say this, but I need y'all to hear this part too. It's important for us to look at ourselves and no longer see ourselves as a one-off. We have to break that. And until we do, we're going to continue to fight this circle thing where their ice is colder than ours. Their up is higher. Right? So it's just, I don't know, man. Oh, but I want to say this real quick. For those who are not familiar, I hit on time value money earlier. This is just to illustrate my point. So if you look at, this is a trick, right, in finance. We call it the rule of 72. You take whatever interest rate that you're going to be receiving off of your investment and you divide it into 72. So for example, if you're getting a rate of return of 10%, then it's going to take 7.2 years for your investment to double. Okay? And then it's going to double every 7.2 years. All right, y'all with me? Cool. So let's assume that you were a family in the year of 1900 and you bought some land for $5,000. Okay? That's probably a shitload of land for 1900. But you bought some land for $5,000. Because I think you could get a slave for 10 grand. So $5,000, get some land. 7 years later, that's 1907. That money doubles to 10,000. 7 more years, we got 1914. We're at 20,000. Because remember, it's doubling. It's not adding. It's doubling. You move that thing forward. Here we go to 1942. You're now at $320,000 in value off of a $5,000 investment. How much difference in time was that? 1942, 1900, 42 years. That's just your granddaddy. Your granddaddy bought some land. 42 years later, that shit worth $320,000. in 1942. Guess who gets to go to college off of a simple refinancing of the house? Everybody. Because back then it didn't cost much to go to college. Guess who got houses to move into to begin this exact same cycle over? Everybody. But it's 1942. Wait a minute. Black folks couldn't own shit in 1942. Even if you did own stuff, you were redlined and segregated into oblivion, so your property values don't move. In fact, your houses weren't even built to code. Look it up. FHA. It's horrible what they did to us. So move that forward to 1956. That $5,000 investment is now $1.2 million. We are not the same.
I'm speaking for myself. I get it. I hope y'all get it. I get it. It's a terrible. I've been trying to find an analogy myself, Theas, and I just couldn't find one that literally made sense. But it's the only thing I can even come up with is it's the equivalent of whiteness pulling the rug out from under the Black community. See you laying on the ground and then point at you and go, see, that's where they always at. They lazy. They don't ever want to get up. Every time I look at them, they on the ground.